to my channel, and today we're doing another sketchbook redraw with our water, our apple barrel like paint, and our little tool to help the sketchbook grab onto the paint. So first we're going to start with that. Do a bunch of lines on the sketchbook here. Yeah, no, especially with the stickers, I worry how the paint's gonna stick on this one. Now we're gonna go straight in with Apple Barrel, our love and holy trust. We just love and stand her. She is so perfect. She has done us a godsend throughout this series, and getting our sketchbooks drawn perfectly. So we're just gonna get her all around the creases and just everywhere you could think of. Try to not mess up because this is a different type of sketchbook I'm working with today. And here we go. It's all over me, all over my desk, but we're kind of used to that by now. But now we're back. Hello. And we got the little drawing on the sketchbook, which I think is so freaking cute. It is a girl sitting in grass. We got paints right here that we're going to dump out, and we're just going to get right into it. We're going to color her. So the vibe for this is, without sounding as offensive as possible, is almost like a Japanese styled dress. I had seen the idea on Pinterest and I couldn't help it. The dress was so cute, so fluffy. I just had to go right in with it, and I love the colors and the theme, and I had to do it. There was just nothing else to it. I mean, it sparked my interest and my desire to want to do this. And the pose, I just liked the pose and how the pose turned out. I thought the pose turned out absolutely adorable, which is really rare for me for a pose to turn out the way that I want to. So it kind of made me really, really happy when the pose finally turned out. We're painting the little ruffles underneath her little purple dress. And then we're doing some blue, a couple different blues, and of course we're gonna kind of add a little bit of white to kind of get the color that I'm looking for. I think this is what we're wanting, and this big section here is going to be mostly blue. And I love the black, blue, and purple just color aesthetic. I don't know why, it hits differently. It hits nicely, and I can't explain why. But you know, here we go. We're just gonna go ahead and do this part. I like it. Now we're gonna do this little part under her arm, the best to my ability. And then we're gonna do this little belt. And then finally do her little bows, I want to say they are. There we go. And then we're going to do the little bows on the bottom of the dress. Can't really see them because they're really tiny, but I swear they're there. And then we're going to do the hair, the bow in her hair purple, because why not? I feel like it had to be purple. Now we're just going to go in with these tones for her skin. I couldn't help it. This color is just my go-to, and it just felt too perfect for a scene like this, especially with the dress and everything. I had to have my comfort colors. I'm so sorry. And then we're going to add some shading for the nose to the best of my ability and not to mess it up. And not make her look like Voldemort in the process. There we go. And then do some shading around the hair and just here and there. Color the eyes. back through with a little bit of shading for the blue. And a little bit of shading for the purple. Finally, we're going to do the little lip color. And finally, her hair. Which I really, really love this color. I don't know why. I just feel like it looks really, really nice on our character. And then, I don't know why, but I had the biggest desire to do the ground. So we had her sitting in a grassy field. Again, I don't know why I had the inspiration to want to do this, but I did. And I don't get these often, so when I get them, I had to go with it. So I had to just color this little green landscape, which I feel like really brought this piece together. Like, really together. Like, this one, I felt the most fun and joy when I created it. I felt just so happy. I mean, look at this. Now we're going to go back in, kind of create some little flowers all over in the grassy fields because I feel like the flowers are a must. We're just going to kind of dot them around just kind of everywhere on the page. Kind of just do them at random. And then finally, we are just going to do blue for the sketchbook letters. I mean, look at that. That color is just, I don't know why, it feels very, very mandatory. And I like how it looks. I generally do. I really like how it looks with the rest of the sketchbook. I really like how it just, I don't know, it just fits the vibe that I really, really wanted for it. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I mean, now, is the typography the best? We don't have to go over that today. We really, really don't. I was just happy to have it looking really, really nice. And I figured a little mess up on a typography, I could live today. I could live to see tomorrow and not be upset about it. Now we're going to go on to my little character, as always. This time though, we do have her already pre-sketched out. So now we're just going to start with the line art and my Micron pen. These are my go-to. I am seriously obsessed with them. I don't know, they work. I really don't know what to say. And I don't do line art pretty often due to the unstableness of my fingertips and just my hand in general. I have very high difficulty keeping a steady hand. Now we're going to go on here in the inside of the sketchbook, and we're going to make this side right here all white because there's a lot on here and I don't like that. And again, this apple barrel paint is seriously lasting us a while. I seriously didn't even think it was going to last this long. And I know all the paint dripping on the desk is probably stressing you out. It's stressing me out looking at it, I promise you. It may not look like it, but it does. It does stress my brain out. Now we're going to go back to my little sketchbook character. However, for this one, we decided to change up the vibe and go with a black on black look because this is a common look that I wear where it's a long sleeve black shirt that is really breezy and black leggings. Like, for real. It's like my go-to in the winter. I don't know why, but I just feel like I had to draw myself in that little style with my little brown boots that I like to wear all the time. As always, we're doing the hair and the face. Kind of going with the more hairstyle and color that I kind of had. Not recently, but it has been a hair color that I have had in the past, so there's that. Now we are going to go on to the back side. As always, we got to paint this side, even though I love the graffiti on it. It's time to let it go. I mean, we can't hold on to things forever. And again, I know that paint dripping all over is stressing you out. I promise it stresses me out too, because look at my desk. Look at this. I'm just never done cleaning up messes. Now we're going to go on to the typography of the sketchbook, because again, we've been over this. I can't write letters to save my life. Maybe one day I will, but today is not going to be that day, girls. So we are copying the typography. I'm so sorry. I know it's cheatsy. We've been over this 1,000 times, but I want it to look nice, and to do that, I can't use my hands. So we have to just do a little copy of the sketchbook and the number, which this one is number 7. So I'm just quickly writing that all out, putting a piece of paper up to my computer, blasting the brightness, and I do use Canva. Don't know the font. Maybe one day I'll say the font. But here we are now with my woohoo markers. I almost said Copic. These are not my Copics. You will see me use a few Copics here and there, but they are all mostly dead. So most of the markers you guys will see me using are my woohoo markers that I bought in the ginormous set. Video also linked up on the channel, so if you want to watch that video where I got the biggest set of the woohoo markers, go ahead and look at it. But as always, we're doing a dual toned look for the sketchbook. This time we're doing black and brown because, I don't know, to me it just looked nice. It kind of fits the vibe. To be fair though, I do like this. I think this looks really nice. I like it so much. Now we're gonna go on to painting the final part, which is this backpack side. I'm so happy to get this part done. And again, drip, drip, drip. It's just never done dripping, is it? Maybe one day I'll learn my lesson to put something underneath me when I'm drip painting, but not today. Now we cut out my little sketchbook character. And now we're going to cut out the sketchbook number 7. Hey, look! It's all cut out. You guys didn't have to see that. Now we're going to color my little contact information button so that if somehow the sketchbook magically skips my grasp, my little fingers, I can get it back because we like memorabilia here. Memorabilia. Yes. Now we are going on to the washi tape. Again, if you don't know, the washi tape has been the bane of my existence since the start of this series. I have a love-hate relationship with washi tape. It never seems to do what I ask it to do. Now, is this probably a user manual's problem? Maybe, but I would rather just prefer to blame it on the washi tape. And this one is not being too mean to me so far. I mean, this one's working out pretty okay. Which will be the first time in forever I've actually been able to say that. And now the final side. Come on, you've been nice so far. Don't mess up on me now. Stop it. I gave you a praise and now you're messing up. Now you're showing me why I should never praise you. Seriously. Seriously. There we go. Now we're just gonna cut it off right at the point. Here we go. Give it a good tap tap down. Tape everything on as usual. And I'm preparing my tape for the rest of the sketchbook pieces. And yes, this is my go-to, is to roll the tape because it's the easiest way to get it to do. It's just, I don't know, I like to roll it. And there we go. Here's how this little piece looks. I absolutely adore the way it came out. And now we're going to go on to the back side as always. First we're going to spell, as always, sketchbook. Don't know why, but it feels mandatory at this rate. This one we did okay on. I mean, it's a solid 8 out of 10. Now it's time to tape everything on. We got the sketchbook, the size, we got the start and end date, and now we're adding all the fun little stickers because you can never forget the stickers. The problem is though, is with the sketchbook being so small, I don't get to put on a lot of stickers, which kind of devastates my brain because I wanted more. Can't forget the little mushroom. I'd love to use a big one, but there's no space, so I have to stick to the little ones. But there we go. Here is sketchbook number 7. Here's the front cover. Here's the inside components with the contact information and the inside on the back. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!